I don't know if you realize, but I have an Instagram account and I rarely look at it. I had been putting for a long time many of my videos on here from TikTok, but often they didn't fit. So they were kind of chopped off at different parts, and I didn't always put all of them there, but sometimes I did. If you're interested in seeing some of the stuff that I did, you can go there. Here's the song that I wrote for McDonald's, where I sang outside of McDonald's, and these are different responses that I made to different people asking questions. There's lots and lots of different things here in case you're interested. One of the videos I want to show you today is one that I did not make myself, but I composed the song to it, and it is right here. The song I composed is called Dominion. We're going to count the amount of animals that we see abused in this particular video. And like I said, I composed this song to it. First thing we see is this human stepping on an insect for no reason, just to be cruel. So let's take our pens and our pencils and write down what we see, okay? First one, insects. Insects. Write it down. After that, let's write down the second one. What is the second animal you see being exploited here? Snakes. Killed. To be turned into boots. Unnecessary murder. Let's write it down. Snakes. It's not too late if you haven't yet got your pen or pencil and your notepad. I have booklets like this all around my house because I'm always taking notes on different things. I have one in almost every room because I often learn something and I think, oh, I don't want to remember, I don't want to forget that. So I write it down. And I take notes all the time because it helps me to remember things. And I'm just curious in this video how many animals I see and what kind of things I see exploited. So I'm writing some notes. A chicken. Now remember, chickens are bred to be much bigger than they used to be. They used to be much smaller, but we forcefully bred them so big that they can barely stand up, and we kill them at 6 or 7 weeks old. They did nothing to us. Now you see, he looks at the innocent, the little chicken there, and then he, rather than being kind, what does he do? Grabs her by the neck and forcefully feeds her. Put some sort of batter on her. Turns her into some sort of, this looks like Kentucky Fried Chicken. Please write down birds or chickens, because of course humans also abuse other animals like ducks, and they eat them also, when we know that we can eat anything else. The Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics has told us that we can be completely healthy at all stages of development and eat only plants. We do not need to eat these animals at all. We do not need to exploit them. So there's no reason to do so. It's simply cruel. Here's a mother with her baby lamb. He cuts off the leg and eats lamb. Did you eat lamb at Easter? Did you think about it? That it was the leg of a baby? Take your notepad and write down lamb. What next? Taking the wool off an animal. Do we have the right? Do we have the right to take animals and just take off their wool? Why do we steal from animals? It's not okay for me to come up to you and take a blade, a razor, and shave off your head, or to do it to anybody else. So why is it that we think it's okay to do it to animals? It's not. Their bodies, their lives. Let's write down sheep. And in brackets you can write wool, sheep, and wool. Did I just miss something? That was so fast. This is a seal. Let me go back. You can write down insects, snakes, chickens, lambs, sheep, and now he takes out a gun, hits a baby seal over the head. Write seal, S-E-A-L. Seals belong in the north with their families. We have no right to hurt seals. We don't need to. We don't need their fur unless you are way up north and you have no other choice. But you don't need to wear the skin of another animal. Buy other clothing. You can do it. Many people wear fur as a decoration. They don't even need it. They in fact live in cities. This was an elephant. An elephant's tusks are made out of ivory, and people used to take them and make pianos out of the keys. The keys were made out of the tusks. Make sure if you ever buy a piano that it's not made from real ivory. Write down elephant. What are they doing here? Dumping garbage into the oceans. Write down in a separate category, on the other side, write dumping garbage. Dumping garbage. This is what my list looks like so far. I'm writing the names of the animals here and a different list of what's going on, activities that they're doing. This is terrible. And then fishing. So write down fish, murdering fish. What now? Seals? Are these seals? My goodness. And bears? Just killed his mother. Why are humans so horrible? So careless. Cut off her head. Put it as a decoration on the wall. Kidnap the baby. Let's write on the other side, kidnapping. Dumping garbage and kidnapping. Putting the baby in a cage. Imprisoning. Imprisoning. Killing a leopard for a carpet. Write down leopard. Building more and more buildings because we keep reproducing and we keep taking over and over the whole planet. We just bulldoze everything down because we are a selfish species and we can change. We don't need to be so cruel. We can live in harmony with nature much better than this. I'm going to write environmental destruction. Environmental destruction. Cows. I'm going to go back because I don't know, it happened so fast. I think I might have missed something again. After the leopard and the environmental destruction. Please share this video after it's finished. Share it with friends. Share it with family. If you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe to this channel. We will be learning about all kinds of things, every animal, every food, and the environment. And please press the bell so you can join me here when I use these videos and I show them as a premiere, and we can talk in the comment section. I like saying hi to you. I like seeing your comments. And thank you to everybody who moderates my videos and who is kind to animals all the time. Thank you to parents who are not vegan phobic, who are helping their children. When your children tell you that they care about the earth and the animals, and you say, honey, so do I, let's help them together. Wonderful parents who become vegan with their kids. Wonderful kids who become vegan with their parents. Wonderful teachers who are vegan role models. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who is vegan fantastic and not vegan phobic. Don't be vegan phobic. When people, kids, anyone tells you that they care about the animals, be kind and compassionate. Many of them are suffering from dystopia, the anguish of being vegan in a non-vegan world. Help them to feel safe and loved and normal. It is normal to care. It's not normal to not care. Another factory. These are turkeys here. Make sure you write down turkeys on your list. I think I also saw a whale on the side of the water there. Did you? Write down a whale. Bunnies, rabbits experimented on. Cows being forced to give their milk against their will. Cow's milk is for baby cows. It's not for us to steal, not for us to take them and imprison them and put them in these factories and pin them down and rape them, force them to have these babies and then take away their baby boys and murder them and turn them into veal. None of that is okay. Cows, rabbits, my heart really is broken when I see this. Is yours? It's very hard for me to watch. On the other side of your page, where you're not writing the names of the animals, but you're writing what goes on here, we can write pollution. We are putting so many objects into the earth, just piling them up into these giant piles. All of our garbage, just because we don't see it in our pristine neighborhoods doesn't mean it's not somewhere else. It's dumped into the environment where the animals are trying to live. They didn't create all this. Humans create this. We have no right to dump this into their backyard, into their space. So write down pollution. How many animals did you count? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I wrote down 14 different animals, and I didn't even write down the part about the forests, cutting down the forests. I'm going to write that down. Cutting down forests. That's on the other side of the page. Cutting down trees and forests. So, on the other side of the page, I have dumping garbage, kidnapping, imprisoning, environmental destruction, pollution, and cutting down forests. Can we do better? Absolutely. It starts with us caring, to be caring people in this world. There's no excuse for animal abuse.
Not religion, not an eating disorder, not peer pressure, not your monetary status. Don't eat animals, don't buy their bodies, don't steal their milk, their blood, or their honey. Don't wear their fur or their feathers. It is only by the grace of God that you are not in their skin. Each time you see a public display of meat, dairy, stolen eggs, or fur in an ad, give it the middle finger. Each time you see an animal suffering, run to help as if you were the victim. Each time it's time to eat, ask for and choose the vegan option. Don't be a bully to vegan children or anyone who has compassion for the animals. Heaven awaits those who do their part with a compassionate heart. Every vegan started out like you, thinking they could never be vegan. It was a crazy thing to do, and yet here they are, 100% vegan, speaking out on behalf of the victims all over the world.
I never thought I'd be vegan. I never thought I would be vegan, and here I am teaching about veganism. You're probably thinking the same thing. You're thinking to yourself, I could never be vegan. But the reality is we all can be. And this is another song that I composed that's talking about that. How there's no excuse for animal abuse. There just isn't. We all have a responsibility.
You can't be an ethical animal rights activist because not only can you do it, but it's also your moral duty and your destiny.
It is.
Be brave, be better, be vegan, be loved, and start now.
Start now. You can do it. And I'm so proud of all of you who are becoming vegan, who are taking care of the environment. If you haven't yet had a look at this site, have a look at it. I'm going to be reviewing from time to time different videos here that I have put up here a long time ago. Many of them I've already forgotten about. But please have a check. And I will see you all in the next video. Please, if you haven't yet subscribed, don't forget, subscribe, press the bell, and join me. Let's learn together. We are all here in the school of life. Don't forget also that cow's milk is for baby cows. Drink water. It's the drink of choice. And make sure that you remember this, that we should always think, why love one but eat the other? Every time you're digging your fork into something or you're in the grocery store, just think to yourself, what can I do instead? What's an alternative to the violence? You can totally help. Give yourself a hug. Say, I love you. I know you're doing good. I know it's hard. You might be at click number 1 just today. It takes 100 clicks until you become vegan. It has to penetrate your heart and your head, and you can get there. I believe in you. I know you can. I know you want to be a good person who helps. So thank you again so much for being here and for learning with me and for caring. Bye for now.